Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Just give me a couple seconds, guys. I'm trying to get onto Discord voice channel. And looks like my son used Discord on my computer, and I'm trying to find out how am I supposed to log out? It's gonna be a while. Yeah. I forgot how long I have not been using Discord. Where is the settings? Alright. Now I need to remember my password. Okay, almost there. Almost there. I have too many windows open now. Let me just jump on the chat. Alright. Yes, I am here on Discord. Now I need to jump on my authenticator. Alright, got it. Got it. So... Oh, finally. I am here.
Oh,
I...
figured it out.
Yeah, I didn't realize my son used my Discord app to log into his to play with his friends, and I just fired it up and realized, like, okay, this is not my account. So how's everybody doing? And Falcon uh, is writing an essay. I didn't know you were in college or university or something, Falcon. But yeah, so I'm not seeing Captain Megazenin yet. I'm not. Oh, he said he's not joining this week, right?
Yeah, he's partying
Yes,
somewhere.
he is traveling or partying. You're right. You're right. Yeah.
He was in what was it? Was did he say Denmark?
Yeah, he said he's going to Copenhagen. Yep, I believe so.
Yes,
Yep.
that's be a great trip.
Okay. So we have Falcon online, my friend from Istanbul, Fatih is online, I believe, and Modo is online. In Discord, we have Mark and Modo. So it's going to be a fun flight today. Excited about this. Been a long time since I flew an airliner, I guess.
I
But
haven't touched this CJ4 in forever too, and it's
oh
really exciting.
yeah. I mean, when you have a number of aircraft and when you keep adding to those, you just
Yeah,
forget how much you love the other ones. So that is a little bit where I'm at too. But we'll jump into the cockpit and maybe just go this view for a little bit to wait on people. But we have a lot to do. We need to program power this thing on and program our flight and set everything up. So let me open my flight briefing. And I think oh my god, what's happening? Okay, let me just fix my headphones a little bit. Okay. So Falcon says he's in his third year, which will be my final year as well. Everything goes to plan. I'll be a certified nurse in September. Oh, great, Falcon.
so he's in medical school or something.
Yeah,
Some sort
that's
of.
That's great though. That is absolutely awesome. Um, my
Good pay
brother
in that.
was my brother was also trying to get a nursing certificate and looking for some employment options away from Turkey, outside of Turkey. But I don't know how you get your degree equivalence. He's an anesthesia technician, so he needs to find probably a course, maybe fast track, shortened,
Yeah.
to get there. But let's get this thing powered on first while we are talking. So battery master to on. We have ground power available, although we don't have any ground power card. It's interesting that pushback and ground services are not working in this airport. That was a surprise for me and not sure why. And the pushback plugin does not do the pre-planned pushback, so it's letting you pre-plan, but it's not commencing the pushback as you
Oh,
planned
neat.
it.
I didn't
So
try it yet.
so we will be pushing back ourselves. I will go outside and become a tug driver for a little bit. So external power is on. Let's get some lights going. Let's arm our emergency exit lights. Hydraulic pump 3 to on. This is an electric pump in the CRJ that pressurizes the hydraulic system so that the pilot can do the exterior walk and check if any hydraulic is leaking anywhere or that kind of thing. So that is done. The next step is to get our irises to start aligning, and I think I need to go back to what was it? Accessibility. Go to lock so that you guys can see what I'm touching. Okay, irises are now aligning and our aircraft is powered on. So we'll get some integral lighting. And with Sim Update 8, I discovered a couple interesting things with the CRJ. When you press the buttons, it just plays a weird, makes a weird noise. So I'm not sure what it is, but it might be something that they will fix later on with an update. But I didn't like it. So you guys will get to see it too. What else? Iris is aligning. We need to get our METAR information. Let's just do that quickly. We are at Raizet, if I pronounced it correctly, and the QNH is 1016. We have some winds coming from 100 at 11 knots. We will be departing runway 12, so I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I mean we are departing into the wind, so that favors runway 12. So let's set our QNH 1016. Also our standby 1016. Let's help our co-pilot too. If I can.
Departure's interesting here. You'll see it on the chart in a minute.
We will. Oh, wrong button. We will just check the departure and do a short departure briefing when we get there. But it's an interesting departure that you take off and then make a U-turn pretty much to pass overhead the VOR or Localizer and then be on our way. Alright, so that is that. Some integral lighting for the pedestal. And maybe some floodlights, which is not going to help with anything at this point. We'll just jump to the FMC, I guess, from here and start entering our flight plan routing, which is very simple today. Let's initialize our position first. Next page, grab one of the GPS positions, stick it in there. Airport is Tango, Foxtrot, Romeo. I think I'm parked at stand 12, but for some reason it's not taking the gate and it's saying not found, and I need to get that speed brake out of the way. Let me not forget to bring it in before we take off. Oh, Hugh is here. Hey, Hugh. Are you really in Jamaica in person now? Oh my gosh, man. Seriously? Seriously? Just hop on a flight and follow us, man. I mean, Jamaica, I'm freezing here. Like, it's...
You didn't bring us with you? It snowed last night.
Yeah, he says in real life. That's fun. That's fun, Hugh. I hope you enjoy it, man. I mean, we are freezing here. -3 degrees Celsius in Indiana today.
Have fun. Just know that I hate you.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
really, but I'm jealous.
well, we relatively hate you.
Yeah.
Hugh, just for being in Jamaica, not in person. Like, we like you as a person, but being you in Jamaica is a reason for us to hate you. Oh, the Boomed official is the place that my friend Fatih works. I believe that's him. He says hi. Fatih, is that you? Boomed official? Boğaziçi University Alumni Society. That's where he works. Alright, what was I doing? Talking too much again. Let's just focus on setting this aircraft. Okay, our position initialization is done. Let's just plug in our routing or start doing that. Tango Foxtrot Foxtrot Romeo. And our arrival is Sierra Victor Bravo Charlie. And our flight number today is going to be Charlie Romeo November 313. That's there. And let's take a look at the alternate. I just don't like to plan the alternate, but the alternate is going to be where? Sierra Victor Mike Golf. Okay. Sierra, oops, not Victor, Victor. Mike Golf, that's there. He says I send pictures in Discord when I'm back Tuesday. Oh man. You are going to make us hate you more, Hugh. Alright, so that is done. Let's execute this. Go to our departures and arrivals page. We are departing runway 12 via, oops, wrong button. Via the, do I need to select?
Damn you, Hugh.
DUNTA 6 Echo departure. Oh, bye everyone to massage. Oh my gosh.
Of course.
You're killing it now. You're killing it, seriously. Hey, I hope you are not getting a massage from a male, man. I mean, I hope that's a female.
I'll find out.
Oh yeah, go find out.
At least his name is accurate.
Yep, you got it right, Moto. You got it right.
Here.
Okay, so that's gonna take us to DUNTA, or DUNTA, however it's pronounced, and we have a very short route, just one more waypoint after here. Falcon. Nightbot is messing with you now. Sorry, Falcon. He is in granny mode again, so sorry about that. He doesn't get enough attention from Moto. That's why he is grumpy today. So, or she is grumpy, not he is. Let me make it correct.
5 whole seconds, Falcon. That's a big punishment.
Yeah, let's just put in our only waypoint, Mike Tango Alpha. That's a direct, and then that will be our arrival into our destination, which literally is a direct arrival. Where is my navigraph? There is no star, so it's going to be a direct to runway. So let's go to departure arrival and then select our arrival. We will try to shoot a RNAV 33 Yankee or 33 Yankee via the MTA transition, and this is gonna create a discontinuity because we have MTA as a direct waypoint and MTA as a transition, so the FMC will not realize they are the same waypoints, so we have to go to the legs page and clean that up. There you see it. So copy this, paste over the MTA, it should take care of it, and then that is pretty much our flight plan routing done. Hey Serkan. So Serkan Aydın is also from Turkey. Let me just greet him in Turkish. That is Fatih too. How many accounts you have, buddy? Oh no, his dad calls is Serkan. I tend to forget that a lot. So that's interesting. Fatih, pick one and I'll just make sure you are still there. Which account you wanna do, but great to see you here, man. Um, let me just let me just greet him in Turkish. Um, Eyvallah Fatih. Buralardaysan arada yazı ver oradan. Okay, I told him just let us know if you are here and just set some messages or send some messages so that I'm aware that you are still watching. Alright, what I was doing. Checking the legs page, that's done. We need to initialize our performance, but to be able to do that, we need to go to our EFB, power that on, and calculate our weights and fuel needs. So for today's flight, we are going to need 3,687 kilograms of fuel. So let's go to the performance. I think we can just get away with 3.7. I actually need to click into the box and just fix it. The other way of doing this is, guys, we can, I believe it's Control 7. We can just use the oops, if I can click that, we can use the fuel panel to refuel the aircraft. Let's do this and let's see if we can get to 3.7 or close. Oops, too much. I think that will do. And then we will just turn on the valves and then turn the system on, and it's gonna start refueling the aircraft, or defueling the aircraft in this case. And it shouldn't take too long. Just a little bit more. We are looking for 1820, I believe, on both tanks, and we will not have any in the center tank, so this usually doesn't. Oh, Falcon says Selam Aleyküm. And tamam means okay in Turkey. So, are you started learning Turkish, Falcon? Okay, 1870. That's our fueling done. Let's turn off the system. Let's turn off the valves and then power this off. And we should have now the correct fuel in the EFB. Hopefully, if I didn't mess anything. Let me just do this. 377, enter. Okay, that looks okay. Fuel 3700. It's more than that. Init fuel from aircraft. There we go. Oh, you have quite a few Turkish friends. Oh, that's interesting. Obviously, Germany has a lot of Turkish people living there, so that's not a surprise. The passengers. Okay, let's just keep going. We have 61 passengers according to our SimBrief flight plan, so we'll add 61. That will change our CG a little bit, and we are looking to a zero fuel weight of 26.6 tons. So our zero fuel weight is 26.358 in the sim, so that means we need to add some cargo to get to 26.6. That should do it. Maybe we should add it to the aft to balance the, yeah, that makes more sense. Balance the center of gravity. And set the payload in the sim. And I don't know why we need to press this twice to get it right, but we are looking for a trim setting of 7.2. And that is our performance. No, didn't it carry it to this? Copy to the FMS. Okay, that's our performance. Our flight level is today flight level 380, and we will be flying an alternate of 320 if anything is wrong at that flight level. And we will execute this. That's our performance done. We now set up transition altitude at 9,000 on our departure. Cruising is Mach 7.4, Mach 0.74, and transition flight level is flight level 50, which is 5,000 feet, but we will not wait for that to switch from standard to local barometric pressure. We will advance. Let's just enable our VNAV on our ND or MFD. That's good. and go to the fixes page, and let's just set up some fixes for our arrival. So we will set a 25-mile ring for our destination airport for situational awareness, and we will set a 10-mile ring. That will be our 10-mile final situational awareness, and that will be it. So index, let's see what else we have here. Well, we need to go to the performance, so let's go and do that. And then flex temp will just depart at flex 45. We have a long runway, and then performance initialization, next page, next page. Our estimated departure right now, the time is 4:40, so we will be departing in probably 20 minutes. So let's aim for 1700 hours and execute that, and we have an estimated time en route. What? Okay, ETA 17. I'm not sure why it's not displaying estimated time en route and fuel. Maybe because this is not present time. Not sure. Let's go back to the legs page. So now all is set up. Our IRS is aligned. Barometric pressures are set. We'll just switch to the plan mode and take a look at our flight plan routing. Probably. Let's drop the range. Where is that page? It went missing. It's supposed to be the second one, isn't it? And let's go to MFD Advanced. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. I can't get this to display. Is that because of the VNAV? Let's turn this off and see if it will make a difference. No, it does not. So not sure what's happening here. So this is our normal. Yep, this is our normal, and this should be our plan mode, which I'm not seeing anything. That is interesting. Okay. Do I need to be on the legs page for this to display properly? I'm not sure, guys. That is a little bit weird. No, this is a little bit weird. I did this before and never had a problem with missing that page, and now I cannot advance because, well, whatever. Oh, there we go. Somehow it decided to work, or maybe I was just on the wrong page. Anyway, so runway, that's our... Let's just go back to our flight plan. We are here departing towards east, I would say. No. That's south, right?
It's northeast, and then we turn.
Yep, northeast. So you're correct. We are departing east and then turning west following this. DUNTA is our last waypoint in our SID, and then MTA is our only waypoint, and then KAKAM 5000 or above restriction there, and then Osari, Dexur, and then into runway 33 for an RNAV approach. All looks okay, no discontinuities. Let's go back to our normal. Let's just keep the range at 10 for now, because I need to see. And the flight plan route is not drawn as it appears in Navigraph, because there is a teardrop here. Oh,
yes,
when you depart.
It's a big loop.
Yep, it's a big loop.
The VOR.
Correct. So, anyway, let me just check the chat. Oh, Falcon says he only know like a few words. Okay. No problems, Falcon. It was interesting that you just knew a couple Turkish words. That's that. So what we need to do here is we need to engage our step trim and Mach trim and yaw damper. That's done. Standby radio to on. And we need to probably set our squawk code. Might be a nice idea to do it right now. 1071. That's my regular. And return back. And what we need to do is we need to tune the localizer, which is at 113.3, to be able to read the DME. So because our departure suggests that at 5 DME, 5.5 DME from the localizer, we start our left turn to heading 252, and then when we are overhead the localizer, heading 239er for our flight plan routing. And I'm planning to fly that manually, so let's just see if we can get the bearing information here. VOR1, VOR ADF, FMS. Alright. Are we reading the signal from VOR1? That is my question. Looks like we are not receiving the signal. That is interesting. Let's just check this. Now 1 is set, now 2 is dead, manual. Yeah. I'm not sure why we are not reading the VOR, but maybe we will when we get up in the air. And that is pretty much it at this point. So we'll set our takeoff speeds, departing flaps 8, dry runway, and over on this side, pedestal and everything else is fine. Let me bring in that speed brake and go to the legs page here. What else we got? We need to think about starting our APU, turning our fuel pumps on, and engage the APU. I forgot to turn the nav lights on, so I'll do it right now. And we'll turn our passenger signs on, because we are almost done with programming and they can finish up the boarding. Alright, let's see. What else? I'm just trying to think this through. I think we are ready for pushback, and we are not pre-planning the pushback, so that's fine. We can take a look at our departure and just do a quick departure briefing here. Alright, so let's take a look at the chart. Oh, that's the arrival. This doesn't have an overlay, so we need to go and find the chart here, because it has all the departures on one chart for runway 12, and this is what our departure looks like. Runway 12 heading 116 at 5.5 DME from PPR, which is the maybe we should tune the PPR 112.9er instead of this, and we might receive the signal, because this is the DME, but I'm not sure. Maybe VOR will give us the DME, maybe it's a VOR DME. The symbol looks like a VOR DME, so
I think it is,
yep, it could be. So 112.9er to nav 1, and let's see if we are reading it. I'm still not getting any DME reading. I'm seeing the needle, and not sure what I am doing wrong here. We can turn that off. I just wanted to see the distance, but well, we'll put the VNav there, and maybe we will get the DME when we get up in the air, but right now I'm not reading anything. Anyway, so we will fly 116. Let's set our heading bug to 116 to be a little bit accurate and have that as a secondary source to look. So heading 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's set. And at 5.5 DME we'll execute a left turn to heading 252, and we will be climbing during this phase, and then pass overhead and then turn to heading 239er and be on our way to DUNTA. That is the plan. We might engage the autopilot at some point. I will hand fly, but when streaming it gets a little bit busy speaking, checking the chat and doing that, so we might execute and engage the autopilot after the thrust reduction altitude when we put the thrust levers to climb. But right now our APU is, I believe, running. Yes, we have APU power available, which means we can disconnect the ground power unit. That can go away. And we are now ready to push back so we can close our doors and remove the chocks. Thank you very much. That's the passenger briefing. Our packs are on. We'll turn the recirculation valve to on, window heats to on as well, which I should have done when we turned on the main power. We'll turn the hydraulics to on because we are getting ready to start our engines. Fuel pumps are on. Firex test is looking okay. That's cool. You can do a flight recorder test or cockpit voice recorder test. Green light, all works fine. And that is pretty much all the tests I'm going to do. I'm not gonna engage or arm the nose wheel steering until we are done with the pushback, and we will arm the reversers when we are ready to taxi. So let's start with calling the tag. There is no tag, so it's manual pushback. It magically connects. And I want to see the chat a little bit better. Alright, we are ready to start our engines. There is Mark, there is Cross Candy. I'm not sure if he is flying with us. Let's turn the beacon on. And I have to jump inside and outside to control the pushback, but we'll hit reverse and release the parking brake and start with the right engine first. Engage the starter, and we are looking for 19% N2 to introduce fuel. That's 12, 14, 15, 16, unlatch and hit the throttle. There we go. And let's jump outside to control the pushback. Oops. Yep, I need to start turning. Alright, right engine is spooling up. And it is going to get stabilized shortly, so let's reduce the turn rate and try to get on that taxi line, this right here. Maybe we should go a little bit straight and follow this yellow a little bit and get there. Let's take a look. Okay, our right engine is stable. Let's go and continue with the left one and also start turning the tail a little bit. I think this should do. We can continue the rest from inside. That's 18% N2, 19 unlatch and hit the throttle. That's there. And I think we can
need backup cameras.
Yep, exactly. This thing needs backup cameras, like Mark said. Yep. Let's hold it here. Set the parking brake. I know. And think about this, like, it's actually not the pilot guiding you, it's the tug driver. So I think it's okay to jump outside and drive it for a little bit. Because as the pilot, you may never know where your, tail is headed, and you might just crash into something. So in flight sim, it's a little bit interesting. Alright, let's see. Engines are stable. Let's turn off the APU. And we have a couple more things to do while we are here. Let's arm the nose wheel steering. Let's arm our reverse thrusters or reverse thrust. We'll set flaps 8 for takeoff. That's there. We'll turn our transponder to on and weather radar to WX. That is set. Anything else? I'm gonna check the warnings here. Packs off. Okay, let's see. Let's turn the packs on. Oh, one thing we didn't do is, because I'm a very bad pilot, we didn't set the cabin pressure. So we are currently, our elevation is 5 feet. So one turn should set it to 20, which should be enough, and we will change it when we are landing for our landing altitude, which should be again close to sea level because we are landing to a coastal airport. Alright, that is all set. We'll turn the taxi lights on if I can find them. There it is. And take a look at see if we have forgot anything. Reversers arm, parking brake on. Yep, all looking cool. Parking brake off. Now. Parking brake off. Add a little bit of power. And we will be immediately turning left. Why my aircraft is not moving?
Parking brake off.
Parking brake was off. We can double check. Yeah, that's off.
Wheel chocks?
Wheel chocks removed. Removed. So, okay. Let's go a little bit high with the throttles and see if she will start moving. Oh no, hold on. Do we have the invisible tag still connected to our aircraft? Yes. That is why. Okay. Now we should move. There we go.
Can you see me behind you?
Oh, let's check. Yep, I see you. Alright, let's start turning to intercept that taxiway. There we go. Better. And I'm gonna unpause the track AR to see a little bit better. As this is a very short taxi to the runway, we can go back to idle. I hope I don't make you guys motion sick. I'm just trying to limit my head movement here, but also wanted to check the stuff. Let's turn our flight director to on. We'll arm the nav for now, and we will be probably climbing with speed mode with a selected climb speed. Very short taxi. We can start the chrono as well, and we have to taxi on the runway to the end towards our right. So let's slow down a little bit, turn on our landing lights, our strobe, considering that we have the takeoff clearance from ATC, and we'll keep going and checking the overhead for anything that might be off. No, I see TO config OK on the eCam display here. Guess it's called eCam. So Mark giggled a little bit. I'm not sure if it has the correct name. So if that's not, well, I call these two eCam displays, but I might be wrong, guys. That's a jargon I'm used to from the Airbus. So PFD, MFD, or ND, and the eCams. So I might be wrong. But we'll keep taxiing. Our flaps are set, reversers are armed. At this point we are just waiting for our aircraft to get to the end of the runway. Oh, we haven't set our altitude, which we will, to 38,000 if I cannot zoom and just use the altitude bar, and the lock function is not working. Even if I lock, it still keeps zooming. Like, I'll see. So we'll just have to live with that. But we are getting close. Okay, that's set. And let me just jump to the chat and have the chat window open so that I can see. Einer One. So I want to fly this. And yeah, I mean, you can if you own it, or you can purchase if you don't, Einer. I think that's the only way, or the first step to flying the CRJ. We are having a little bit of wind from our right, I guess, because I don't know. The aircraft moved a little bit, so
Yeah, it's about 13 knots.
15 knots coming from.
13.
Oh
Right
man.
side.
So that means we are going to have a little bit of crosswind. Oh, he says on Xbox it's not available. Well, I mean, I respect the people playing on Xbox, to be honest, you guys. A flight sim is never meant to be played on a gaming console, because you have a lot of stuff that you need to control, and you want to have, you know, the proper controllers for flight simulation, like a, you know, throttle quadrant, joystick, and you should be able to, you know, touch buttons and use your keyboard. I'm not sure. I mean, I respect you guys' efforts to use the flight sim in Xbox, but that's not for me. That's my personal opinion. So no hard feelings, please.
Yeah, I think the developers are having a tough time with being able to put aircraft on the Xbox as
I
well
mean,
as the.
the main reason is, oh, the flight attendants needs to always interrupt. Are you making the turn from there? Or is there a side taxiway there? Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
There is.
Let me follow you, because I was planning to go and keep continuing taxiing on the runway towards the end, but I think we have enough runway to take off, so I can just turn
I
here.
still don't see you yet, but I see other players, so hopefully.
You still don't
Right
see
behind
me.
you.
Yeah, I was trying not to hit your tail when you slammed your brakes, and there is a Cessna hovering like a Star Wars speeder in front of me. Look at that. May the force be with you, buddy. With, you know, with that slow propeller, I mean, that's a magical thing that this thing can hover. Couple, maybe 2 feet above the ground, I would say. Okay, there is see an aircraft, so let me unpause this track AR again, because I don't want to hit Modo's tail. Jules McCoy says hi. Hi to you as well. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for being here. Okay, I guess we are ready. I will line up a little bit better after Mr. Modo takes off.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm gonna check a couple more things. I need to go to manual for the crossflow. And I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting something. That just makes me nervous right now. But let me double check everything that's there. We have the transponder on, weather radar on. Well, I think from here we will just live with what it is. Bring the HUD
Feeling
down,
that wind.
and let's line up a little bit better.
Gear up.
Okay, Modo is on his way. Yep, that's why we have a checklist. You are correct, Falcon. And I am super lazy when it comes to following checklist. So that's bad piloting, so don't be me, I'm telling you. But let's take a quick look after he reminded us. So before takeoff, fuel crossflow, it's already manual. Flight attendants advised transponder TCAS is on. Radar terrain display set, which doesn't function in this aircraft. And CAS checked, and there are no warnings. We'll turn the traffic on. Alright, and next thing, engage the TO mode or takeoff go around. Increase the throttle to about 40%, let the engine stabilize. Brakes are released, and increasing power smoothly to get to toga. There we go.
Aircraft wants me to do a right-hand turn, but I know it's supposed to be left.
Takeoff power set, forward pressure on the yoke. airspeed alive, and I'm looking to, yep, oh my, coming up and rotate. A little bit interesting takeoff. We'll pitch up to 20 degrees. I have to correct and fly the runway heading. Pier is coming up now, and we will follow the flight director and trim the aircraft. I'm still not seeing any DME information, guys, so we have to gauge it a little bit or engage the autopilot. Flaps are coming into flaps 1 and eventually flaps up. Pull the throttle to climb detent, and this is what I'm gonna do. Nav, engage the autopilot. Alright, that should take care of it. And what is our climb speed set? And we'll go speed mode 215. We will increase it to 245. And that should do it. We can get rid of the HUD now, and I can pause track AR because I don't need it anymore.
I did the whole turn and everything by hand, so it wasn't too bad actually.
Maybe. So Fatih is asking if it's possible to play online with 2 pilots in the same cockpit. Yes, Fatih, there are some add-ons which makes you do that, not perfectly, but yeah. So the Jules McCoy is asking, wanna know about me. Well, I'm not sure what you are about to tell us, but we are here enjoying the flight, so I don't know if the chat wants to know about you as well. It's not just me and my decision only. Alright, we are passing 7,400, 500. Let's disarm the reversers. And flaps are in. Let's go and take a look at the climb checklist. Fuel flow, that needs to go back to auto. And then bleeds and APU, they are off. Thrust reversers off. CAS checked. Yep. All looking good, no messages. So Falcon Must likes to know about Jules, so, and we'll see. Alright, we are going to switch to standard baro. If I can click that switch. What was that trick you guys showed me? Right click and then hit, okay. Now standard. And passing 10,000, landing lights are coming off, taxi lights coming off, and we can relieve the passengers and the cabin crew by releasing the seatbelt signs. And let's take a look who is where. There's Modo, there's Mark. And
Climbing. I've got autopilot on now, and I'm also going to turn my
but
passenger seat.
you know what's interesting about this? The plane keeps going, man. It's not making the turn.
Not?
Nope. It's like way past the 5.5 DME. Like, I need to go here. You know what I have to do? I need to go here and go direct to next waypoint. See? It just keeps going. I need to... well, man. And why my rudder pedals are moving? Alright, let's just... Oh, I can't click anything. Something is in the way. Alright, let's do this. Why I cannot click? Alright, there we go. Now it should start turning. See?
Going up to 380, right?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't turn. That's why I wanted to fly it, you know, myself. without the autopilot, but when streaming it becomes a little bit hard for me to look at everything. Maybe I should just say, well, I'll go silent a little bit and focus on departure. But that happened, so, and it's a little bit jumpy.
I had to, it wanted to turn me the wrong way, so I had to force it to the left.
Oh, okay.
My flight director wanted me to make a right turn, but according to the chart, it's a left.
I will increase the speed, and that is a little bit windy. And we are having some turbulence, I guess. So let's sync our heading. And that should be it. So where's everybody? Yeah, you guys are better on your ways before I am. So, well,
I'll try to slow down once I reach.
That's okay. I'll keep up. Libina Adoradora says hi. And Falcon is asking a question to, I guess, Jules. Who are you? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I think that was the right question to ask, I guess. Congrats, Falcon. Alright. Oh, beautiful view down there.
For takeout, climb, landing lights as required. Pressurization altimeter set.
Alright, we will be climbing for a while, looks like.
38,000 feet takes a while.
Yeah, in this thing, right? I mean,
Unless you're in the citation.
Citation is a rocket, like you'll probably be at cruise before I am.
I'm at 260.
See, you are
still
like
climbing at 2,000 feet per minute, so.
You are 6,000 feet ahead of me. But I am finally getting back on the course. Let's just keep the range so that I can see it. And I need to be more careful about this kind of type of departures where the aircraft doesn't know what to do. Yeah, that was a bad takeoff. Like, probably would get a pilot fired from their company, you know. I'm glad I'm not a, you know, commercial airliner pilot in real life. So
in real life, it probably would have worked though.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I probably would have remembered to make the turn. But
I would have done it for you.
but you know, I mean, I admit to my mistakes. I know I do make mistakes, and that's perfectly fine by me.
Safe.
So let's see, what are you doing, aircraft? You are turning around to go to DUNTA. Okay.
I'm almost at DUNTA. Just flying.
My flight computer says the ITLUV is only 12 nautical miles away, but that's nonsense, and it wants me to hit 37,000 feet in 12 nautical miles.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
It's
All right.
very confused.
And Einer is asking, do I have a PPL? No, I don't have a PPL. I am glad I don't have a PPL. I'll be probably dead by now if I fly like this in real life. No, I'm just kidding. I'm thinking about it. I need to put a couple things together before I can start saving money for a PPL. Because in US it costs about $8,000 to $9,000 with everything included, including the lessons and flight hours that you need to log.
I checked my, cause I looked at the courses for commercial license here, and $79,000.
Okay, Jules is saying, I am a TG girl who has been raised by my aunt, and I was born as a Julius McCoy. And I live with my aunt in America, but was born in Scotland, and I officially changed my name in 2008 to Julia, but go by my nickname of Jules. I see myself as a professional artist in a decade. That's great, Jules. I hope you achieve your goals, small and big, in your life. I am an aviation enthusiast.
I'm an enthusiast, and hopefully someday, maybe.
Yeah, that's I think my lifetime wish, guys. So if I die without flying a plane in real life, whether it's a propeller or whatever, I'll be probably, you know, my eyes will be open when I'm laying in the coffin. That's what I'm thinking.
Grab the stick of a helicopter in real life.
Yeah?
No, the pilot was fumbling for his cigarette, so he wanted me to take over.
Oh, really?
Bush flying, anything.
Now there's a helicopter pilot right there for you.
Yeah.
He looked like Colonel Sanders. He looked exactly like Colonel Sanders. The beard, the walking cane, the whole bit.
Oh,
Hell
wow.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
He said he flew during the war, but we thought maybe he meant the Civil War.
He sounds like a Vietnam helicopter pilot.
Oh my.
Those guys
Yeah.
are
What they were flying? UH-1s during the war? I believe so, right?
UH-1H.
Yep,
Yeah.
UH-1Hs. Yeah.
I've flown in those. The Bell 47. I've flown in that.
Oh,
Yeah.
First
okay.
flight when I was a kid was in one of those. My dad used it to commute to work.
Oh, that's interesting. My friend was, working on a gyrocopter to build for himself in Turkey. I don't know if he finished or not, but he was working on the frame and the engine and everything else. So Einer says 15, 18K in Germany for the PPL.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I looked at the, for commercial pilot's license here, it's 80,000 Canadian,
Yeah.
so.
Commercial, yeah, I mean, I am too old to get that, okay? Oops. Something weird is happening again with this aircraft. I'm not sure when RSF is going to fix this, overshoots and then banking left and right to get back on the flight course with the CRJ. I mean, I can't believe they haven't fixed the bugs that has been here for almost 10 months. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm too old for commercial Einer. I mean, after spending that much money, no one will probably hire me because I'm just nearing my 50s. So they will not. Yeah. Did we switch to max speed? No, we did. Or maybe we automatically did and I just switched it back. Okay, Mach 7.7, which is supposed to be Mach 7.4. Otherwise we will not climb in this thing. Yeah, so what you guys think about the upcoming aircraft to the sim? There are 3 high fidelity aircraft coming in.
I'm really excited for that 737.
Oh yeah, I mean 737, yes, I am excited about that. And also the 146 Professional.
Yep, and there's the Mad Dog.
And the Mad Dog. Those three.
What was it at an MD?
MD-80, McDonnell Douglas. McDonnell Douglas 80, yeah. Mad Dog.
Yep. It's an old plane.
It is an old one. It has a bad fame about killing people. If you read.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't
cargo door, no, or the rear door.
What was the wasn't the Gimli glider that happened? Wasn't
That
that
was
a
767 with a bit of mix-up between kilograms and pounds or something.
yes?
Oh.
It's funny. I've actually made that error in the sim before.
You did not have. Oh, you did not have enough fuel and tried to glide down.
Well, I was on sim brief and I forgot to switch it to pounds.
Yeah, I usually keep it at kilograms, to be honest, and my sim is in kilograms because it's so much easier for me to understand. I don't think I will ever get a hang of the pounds and the ounces and how they work.
Yeah.
I'm
67 was first metric aircraft in the Boeing fleet, and so there were some mix-ups early on.
Oh,
Yes,
that makes sense. So that's why that accident happened.
and you know that Gimli glider, people have tried to simulate what those pilots did. They're gliding from Thunder Bay to southern Manitoba in huge long ways, and in the professional simulators, most pilots fail. They can't do it.
Yeah.
And they did it, right?
They did it
They-
in one
they
shot,
did
one
it.
try.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
a pretty incredible story. Definitely
Wow.
look it up
Yeah.
if you have the time.
Yeah, I
They
will.
didn't land at a commercial airport. They were going to fall short, so they landed at an abandoned airstrip where somebody was doing drag racing or something. I don't know. That's what the movie shows.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
The movie.
I thought
Yeah.
it was a highway, but
Well, they show it as an abandoned. I guess one of the pilots knew about this abandoned airstrip, and it wasn't on their normal charts, but he knew where it was because he was from the area. That was lucky.
I know where there's a few abandoned ones around
Oh,
here,
man.
but they're all on the charts still.
My sim gets quite loud when I'm outside. Sorry about that, guys. I hope you didn't hear all of that because I tuned down the volume a little bit. But I see you are way ahead, Moto. And I'm
Slow
finally reaching my cruise level of 38,000.
Yes,
And-
I've been at cruise, but I've been neglecting to throttle down, so I'm gonna slow down.
Yeah, I will keep the throttles up for a little bit, but probably cut it back to probably around 80%. 80% will slow us down. Let's just see where the speed ends up, and then we will adjust
About
accordingly.
38,000 now.
Jules is asking, did you see my previous comment? I did, yes. You said you are flying in the infinite flight from Zulu Bravo Alpha Alpha to Victor Hotel Hotel X-Ray. Yeah, thank you. But I never flew in the infinite flight, so I don't know how. Is that a mobile sim or something?
It was.
That's what I recall. Yep. Yeah, I'm not a big fan, and they just announced the cloud gaming for Microsoft Flight Simulator, where you can just use the cloud to run the sim and play it on your tablet with the same visual quality that I have, or you guys have with your graphics cards. So
Interesting.
that was a little
I
bit
don't know.
interesting. Yeah, it's
I don't
coming.
know how it would play, but
But what I think is, before even thinking about cloud gaming, they should just work on optimizing the sim and making the sim more optimized on CPU, GPU usage, and you know, that kind of stuff. Because after getting the VR headset, I decided to go back to DCS. Okay, so I just left DCS, I believe, 2 years ago, and then never fired it up. I came back last night saying, oh, let me just try this again. It wasn't even installed, so I installed it again, and I have the F16 Viper module in DCS, and in VR, man, like
It's so
when I
crazy.
compare DCS VR performance with Microsoft Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator sucks big time. I'm telling you, it sucks. DCS is so smooth that I can increase the pixel density to 1.5 pixels and still just not have any stutters and be in the cockpit, look around and see the other aircraft for dogfight or, you know, air-to-air combat.
the thing though, that what the sim does have, I think it has better visuals and of course the terrain. Is a big,
Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, that explains partially why Microsoft Flight Simulator is very heavy.
They're definitely
on
doing
hardware.
something here that they have never, that nothing else has ever
I
done
know.
before.
I know, but again, DCS clouds. I don't know if you play DCS. They look close to Microsoft Flight Simulators. I'm not gonna
They
say
look
they are
pretty
same, but the clouds in DCS is better than X-Plane, okay, and they look great. The terrain, yeah, it is using probably a standard set of terrain masks, not the real world GPS images. That makes it very easy to render, because you're rendering a bunch of set images and overlaying them down below. That's understandable, but oh gosh, in VR, that F16, I just like to fly and I wanna fly and shoot people.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a bad thing, But well, I need to get back and learn though, because I forgot most of the stuff in that aircraft, how to control the flight systems and the weapon systems and all that. So there will be a learning curve. But I just spent 2 hours in DCS in VR last night, so that was fun.
I've been actually the last few days binging a bit of DCS and
Oh, do you have
watching,
DCS?
I have it, but I never got into it.
Okay.
It was,
So
I
there are
figured
yeah.
there's a lot to learn.
There are two that you can use for you know, combat simulation.
But
The War Thunder is one of them. War Thunder lets you, you know, fly different type of aircraft. I used to fly War Thunder or play War Thunder with Fatih, my friend in Istanbul. Three of us were coming together with those World War II era propeller fighter planes, and going for, you know, dogfight. So it advanced a lot from there. It has different. There was even an A10 Thunder. Yeah. There was a Warthog A10 in War Thunder, but I think DCS, when it comes to combat simulation, is superior to War Thunder in terms of combat simulations and, you know, the engagements and all that.
War
So
Thunder
yeah.
is arcade.
Yeah,
Most.
don't no. You can just make it simulator. I mean, Fatih played a long time, and the what you say, the squadron they had was like top 3 in the world, I believe. Yeah, he has a lot of experience in combat. Oh yeah, he started to type. You see, perfect combat simulation. 5 years. I played War Thunder. Yep, he did. I know for sure. Fatih, you need to start playing DCS, Digital Combat Simulator, and we can fly together.
I've been watching a channel, Ralphie Dude, that's his name. I don't know if you know his channel, but he does DCS.
On YouTube, I follow, what was them? Grim Reapers is the ones I follow, and then the Growling Sidewinder is the second one. Yep. But DCS is a little bit different, or maybe significantly different from MSFS. You know, you have a purpose. You are hunting for aircraft up in the air, trying to locate them, engage, and then, you know, splash them.
Yep. I also like the ground attack. That looks really fun.
Oh yeah.
Trying to defeat SAM sites.
Yep. I'll get onto it. I was going through the training videos of F-16 because I realized that I forgot most of the stuff. What to turn on, what to turn off, to engage for, you know, that kind of thing. I need to start learning the systems. And maybe I will get the Hornet at some point. Because I think...
want to get into the A10. That's like my favorite
Yeah,
ground attack.
maybe that too. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. But when I was doing the DCS, you know, F-16 is a very famous fighter jet in Turkey. Turkish Air Forces has a lot of F-16s. That's why I picked that. But after picking the F-16, I realized that F-18 is... the Hornet is much more complete as opposed to the F-16 in DCS. So...
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, F-16 has still a couple
is
systems missing or not simulated or being in the works. So I might eventually get the F-18 and have them both, because I still like to fly the F-16.
Yeah, and the A10 looks pretty complete.
Yeah, A10, yeah, for ground attacks and using that big Gatling gun in the front, yeah, for sure. Yep.
The Vert cannon.
Alright, I just started talking a lot again, so I need to check the top of descent. Oh, we still have a lot of distance to top of descent. That's good. Let's go.
I was worried when I first got into this. I was like, oh no, I have to figure out how to... I gotta calculate a top of descent for this plane. But then I realized that there's a VNAV in this one.
Yeah, the CJ4 has VNAV thanks to working title team.
So great. I can't wait to
It's absolutely beautiful. And bad
So,
pilot here. See, I forgot my standby at the local barometric pressure. All right, guys. Yeah, go ahead.
What is your airspeed?
My
Just running that.
airspeed at the moment, or max speed, is Mach 768.
I'm doing Mach 546. I was trying to slow down to let you catch up.
It's okay if I can't. And you and Mark are, flying rockets compared to what I have. It is little.
Taking a while to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is not the fastest. CJ4. I'm not sure if it's the fastest business jet, but it is fast.
I think there's a. I thought there was faster ones.
The Challenger might be the fastest, though. The Bombardier Challenger 600. It might be the fastest business jet, and it's the most luxurious, I believe.
I'd like to see another private jet or business jet.
I'm not sure what happened to the Honda jet project, because it was very, very close to release. But I believe the developer decided to make it a payware. Okay, so he started as a freeware and got a lot of attention. Obviously, a lot of people joined their Discord servers, started to review and see the images and whatnot, and discuss the systems. But at the end, he decided to go and make it a payware. I don't think he's gonna ask a lot of money for it, but I might be wrong. I might be wrong.
Well made, then nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. So I mean, agreed.
I don't mind paying for good work.
Yes, agreed. And he's putting in all that work, right? So, and he's by himself. He's not like fly-by-wire team or the working title team. So that makes perfect sense that he is the only developer working on this plane, trying to get it, ready for the Microsoft Flight Simulator. But in April, I'm probably going to get very busy because Just Flight is thinking about releasing the 146 Professional in April. Not sure what time in April. There is no certain release date or announced release date yet. But somewhere in April, we will receive that small airliner with 4 engines. It's a fun one.
Yeah, that looks really neat.
MD-80 will come. Phoenix Simulations A320 is coming. I'm not sure. I'm happy with the fly-by-wire. I don't need another A320, but that has a lot of system simulation too. Okay,
I would have paid for the fly-by-wire ones. Good.
Yep. So I will probably stick to fly-by-wire for A320, but I will probably get the 146 and the MD-80. Those are the two, and then obviously the PMDG-737. You cannot.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a business jet that's capable of crossing the Atlantic. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
That
will give you an aircraft to join the cross the pond event on Metsim and fly a bizjet, not an airliner.
The A320 is flown across oceans by some.
Yeah, I mean, I think A320 can fly from New York to London, easy peasy.
Yeah, I know there's Aer Lingus flies from Dublin to Toronto with one.
Yeah, the Einer is asking Cessna citation longitude. Unfortunately, longitude is not... I haven't flown it, maybe in a year or so. It was not great. Maybe it improved. And it is capable of crossing the pond. That's correct. What was that, Mark?
A little less glitchy than when you...
Is it really? Okay.
The training flight,
yeah, maybe I can just go back and see it again. Because it was a little bit touchy, so to speak, at the time.
I remember it doing horrible barrel rolls and stuff.
Yeah, you need an F-16 for that. It's fun to go afterburner zone and then, all kinds of different maneuvers.
You can do a barrel roll in the longitude, but you lose probably about 7,000 or 8,000 feet.
Yeah, right. That thing
It's
is,
gotta be high.
it's heavy. It's a heavy aircraft. Mark is right. When you try to do a barrel roll, you'll probably
Drop.
lose and drop like a rock. And your passengers will experience like zero gravity for a little bit.
I experienced zero gravity in the back of a Twin Otter once. Hit a
Seriously?
pocket. Yeah.
How that
Hit a
happened?
pocket in an Arctic thunderstorm. I was up over the Beaufort Sea, and the two co-pilots looked back. I was the only passenger, and there's some fuel barrels around, but they're strapped in. But they all started floating,
What?
and they're looking at me to see if I'd, thrown up or something. But I was okay.
Did it on purpose?
No, they hit a pocket, just an air pocket.
Oh, he hit an air pocket. Okay, okay.
And they just fell like thousands of feet.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kind of a vomit comet experience.
Is that the same feeling? Because I have never experienced something like that. But when you are driving in a car, when you come over a hill
really quick.
and you just feel that stomach
Yeah.
tickling.
Yeah.
Is that like continuous feeling like that for seconds
Yeah.
instead of like a split second?
Exactly.
That is interesting.
I had been drinking too much apple juice, so it didn't help.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
But the pilots were looking at me, they were just laughing. They wanted to see if I'd thrown up or something, but I had not.
So it's probably fun for them because they are used to it.
Yeah. They see
Yeah.
everything up there.
Yeah, by the way, the Twin Otter is updated. Now you can feather the props. I don't know if you guys know about it.
I've seen. And
But-
the King Air is.
The
able
King
to
Air
do it.
does it, and then Aerosoft claims that they have the new prop physics implemented to Twin Otter. I don't think so. Okay, so I tried it. So yeah, the prop feathers, it stops spinning. That's a good thing to see. Auto feather still doesn't work. I intentionally cut the throttle on the engine during takeoff, and it should go to auto feather when that happens. When you cut the fuel and the engine stops running, it didn't. So that's not working. That's not simulated. Plus, when you are up in the air, I just climbed to 5 or 7,000, started cruising, and then killed right engine, and then wait for the aircraft to stabilize with prop not feathered. Okay, because I was testing this. I was looking to the speed to see after feathering if the speed will increase, because that's the expectation, right? You have less drag, you will expect that single engine you have running to give you a little bit more juice and increase the speed. Well, feathering the prop didn't increase the speed. It just perfectly stayed on the same speed it settled down prior to feathering the prop, which tells me that yeah, the prop animation is feathered, but it's not a feathered prop simulation in the sim. So I don't know why they are claiming that they implemented the new prop physics. They didn't. Because you do the same thing with the King Air, it will slow down when the prop is not feathered, and then the speed will increase when it's feathered.
I gotta try the King Air again. I think.
Yeah, I have
give
to
it
try
another
that.
chance.
Yep, I have to try that aircraft. I love King Air. I do.
And the JD guy updated his mod on it.
Oh, did he?
So,
Okay, that's good. JD, yeah. I will
Yeah.
check. I will check King Air. I mean, I don't like the way he plays with the gauges and the colors of the annunciations. I just usually don't use those, but I use the flight model.
Yeah, it's optional. So.
Yeah, I just leave the optionals out because I don't like white background gauges with blue lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it's in a separate folder, so.
So where we are at the moment, I'm gonna check Volanta real quick, because we should be midway. Yep, we are getting to midway through our flight. So
You're almost caught up to me.
let's see the statistics. We have 36 minutes of flight time left in our flight according to Volanta. Yeah, Britain Norman Islander. I like that one too, Einer. I like that one. I found it by surprise. I didn't expect it to be you know, okay, but that aircraft is a good one. And the developer for the EMB 110 announced that they are working on an improvement, and they will be improving the flight model and implementing the new prop physics. The problem with that aircraft is it is using HTML gauges, and your FPS gets a big hit when you are in the cockpit. They are not using these WASM modules to display the information on the gauges or the flight displays, and that gets a huge hit. Like, you get less FPS in the cockpit than you are outside. That bad.
Interesting.
Because when you are outside, it tries to render everything, the world, right? Your FPS is expected to drop. And when you are inside, it's just your displays, and then part of that world is displayed and rendered, which increases your FPS. It drops in that aircraft, according to what people are saying. I don't own it, so I don't know. But that's what I read. Alright, we are getting up the top of descent as far as I see. Within the next, what, we are on a 160, so 80, yeah, we still have a lot. So let me just go and put my camera offline a little bit, and I am just, where is it? I'll go and grab a cup of coffee, guys. My mouth is dry due to talking a lot.
Yeah,
I'll see you in a little bit.
Something.
Okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Oh, I am back. Oh no, I'm being passed. Allegedly.
Alright, I am back.
Hello.
Hi. I had to take a little bit more time because there was no water left in the coffee maker.
Oh no.
Yeah, I had to add some water and waited for it to warm up. Luckily it's a Keurig, so it doesn't take too much time.
Yeah.
And I found the pod that I liked, finally.
Nice.
It's called Seattle's
On,
Best.
Okay.
That's what I'm drinking. So let me take a look at chat. Fatih, are you still here?
On your screen you passed me, but I think it's just server lag.
It could be. I don't think
You're
I...
ahead of me now. Okay.
How the hell? So that is the other thing, okay? You think you are ahead and then slow down for me to catch up. It still displays you way ahead of me, and then all of a sudden you just, you know, boom, beamed behind me, like, you know, Star Trek, Scotty, beam us, bing, and then there you are.
Yep.
But you shouldn't have any problems to catch up to me.
Yeah, I went back to Mach 7.6.
Oh, let me text Fatih to see if he's still here.
You're not too far ahead of me. On my on the stream, it looked like I just shot, or like I stopped in midair and you shot past me.
Oh, okay. Man, this aircraft, aside from all the stuff that I say is not happening, you know.
Overspeed.
The exterior model is what blows me away. Look at that.
Good looking plane.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Like all the details are there. Even the smallest stickers are readable and high quality. So it's a great aircraft. Aside from the bugs that it has since the early days of it, I hope Aerosoft is planning on fixing. Maybe they are waiting on the SDK though. I'm keep saying Aerosoft, but I don't know. It might be Microsoft blocking the fixes because of not releasing the SDK. Like weather radar is not working, and they have never released anything in the SDK for weather radar and how it functions in this sim.
I think the weather radar works in this aircraft though.
It is, but the weather radar in this sim is not a real weather radar. Like even if you tilt the radar, it's not gonna do anything. So it doesn't show you the precipitation correctly. It's just displaying some green, yellow, red zones, and yeah, it's not super high accurate. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But and I have to tell you this. So it looks super big in the screen when you look at the CRJ's cockpit, right? That is a visual illusion of the 2D, 3D nature of the screens. When you jump on VR, this tablet right now looks like a 55-inch TV to me right now. In VR, it is super small. It is super small. Oh yeah. And this cockpit is super cramped. Like these switches, they are literally next to your head.
Yeah.
But it is
just a perspective thing because the tablet looks close to you.
Yeah, I need to finish a full flight in VR using the CRJ. I just jumped into the cockpit and, you know, just brought it to a little after takeoff. Didn't continue the flight, but I want to do it in an airliner like this. The FPS suffers a little bit due to the systems and everything, but it was playable. I was getting 32, 33 in VR with reduced graphic settings, so it was fine.
Did you see the Fly Tampa Toronto International yet?
I have not seen that one. Did they just released?
They released that not too long ago. Looks pretty good.
There is a Vancouver in flightsim.to free. Have you seen that one?
I have a Payware Vancouver.
Okay. That one in the flightsim.to is awesome. It's a great looking airport and it's free, so Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm looking, but I hate to spend money on airports that I'm not flying in and out of. So I know you fly out of Vancouver a lot, right?
Yeah, Vancouver, Toronto, Halifax,
Yeah, I
all of
fly
those.
out of Istanbul a lot, or Turkish airports, and then European ones. But I barely fly out of Indiana here. I usually fly out of Chicago sometimes, and San Francisco, Seattle, and Los Angeles are my go-tos when I'm flying in the US, especially if you are looking for some VETs and coverage. Those areas are usually the ones that are covered with the um, what was the controller called over there? It's not Seattle Control.
Oakland Center.
Oakland Center. You're right, correct. Oakland Center. That guy is usually online over the weekends.
See if I capture this top of descent. That'll be cool.
Speaking of which, good reminder, Copilot. Thank you. I'm coming up to that one. Let's just drop the range to 80 for more awareness, because I probably will skip or miss the top of descent. And I still cannot remember if CRJ was able to do RNAV approaches. I think last time we tried RNAV, we had run into some problems and didn't capture the glide path. But we will see.
I'll see on the CJ4.
CJ4, I believe,
so
does it. It does the RNAV. I believe it does. The working title.
to. We'll see.
Yeah, it's that working title mod. Without it, CJ4 is not fun. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Are we going to play the game?
Oh yes, the game.
Oh yeah, the game. Let me just arrange my screens and put the window to see if I will be able to capture it. Yep, I am able to capture the window. That is good. And let me post the link to the game to the chat to decide what we are doing next time, because we haven't selected our next flight.
Yes.
And where we are going. I forgot about it after not doing it.
Kahoot, Falcon.
Falcon, are you done with the essay? Are you able to like play the Kahoot? Yep.
We're gonna interfere with your schooling here.
Okay, so this is the link and this is the game pin, whichever works for you. Okay,
Let's try it out.
and let me switch screens so that you guys can see it here. Hopefully
I have to log in.
hopefully the low latency or ultra low latency I said on YouTube will help you with seeing the questions simultaneously as they come up on my screen, because there is a slight delay between my screen and what's streamed to YouTube.
I guess you have to make an account now.
I don't think you need to. I don't know. Haven't you played before?
I did, but now it wants me to make one.
Maybe they just changed their terms. I'm not sure.
Interesting. It's pretty simple anyways.
Interesting. Oh, Falcon says, I did put it on private. Hold on, Falcon. That makes sense. I did not make it private, but let's see. Start. Let's start this again. Just disregard that one. No, it says, hold on, it is not private. I never made this private, so I usually use my previous one and go from there and never change the settings, so it's public. But let's try this again. Let me make sure I'm starting it the right way, and I'll post another.
Okay.
Alright, you guys should be able to see it on the screen anyway, but I'll post the link if it's easier. There you go. Copy.
My aircraft is doing.
Okay, yeah, I think it was mistakenly
flashing
made
top
private.
descent.
Mistakenly made private, but now you should be able to join, because I just removed and made it public. I don't know how that happened though, because I never make this. games private. So that's the pin for people who wants to play.
I'm monitoring my my VNav here, make sure it starts descending.
Yeah, I have to do that too. Maybe I should switch to coupled VNav, which is not realistic
My diamond's
for the
coming
aircraft.
down here, or stair.
Let me see how much I got left for top of descent.
See if it goes.
I have 26 miles. That's gonna come very fast. But I can descent while we are playing the game.
It's not doing it. Cool.
Alright, Falcon is here, Dexter is here. Not sure if Mark will be playing.
My aircraft did not descend on its own. Throttle back.
Are you trying to manage the aircraft?
Yeah.
What to do after joining? Aryan, after joining, we are playing a game to decide where we are going in the next stream. So, 2 top scorers in this game will get to choose the destination and the aircraft we are going to fly. So I haven't started the game. I'm giving people time to join, but I will eventually start the game, and that's what you guys will do after that. Wanna know what my profile picture is? Jules is asking. I can barely tell what is in that profile picture, Jules. Oh, Aryan is Dexter. Okay. So we have Jules, Falcon, Dexter. Modo, are you joining, or are you trying to put the plane into descent before you can join?
I should be able to. Oh, hold on. Did you send another link? Or...
And what I need to do is, because I am a lazy pilot, I have checked our altitude to be at to capture the glide path into our arrival airport. So let's see if I can put the chart there and figure it out very quickly before starting the game, because I'm gonna need that. 3100 is where we are going to descend, and we have some restrictions at 5000. So our initial descent will be down to 5000. I know you guys cannot see the Navigraph window because of the Kahoot blocking it, but I'm just setting the altitude to 5000. That's what I'm doing. Is it 5000? 5900, so 900 more.
I don't know where you enter the pin at.
So the link is not working for you? Do you want me to post the link again?
So it didn't work.
So where are you, my friend? Aryan is asking. I am in Indiana, United States, Aryan. And no, I am not a pilot. I'm glad I am not. I would crash a lot if I was. Oh man. Modo, I need to find a way to join you in.
Oh, my VNav's working now.
Okay. So just try to maybe just, go to kahoot.it and then add that game pin 3223394.
Yeah, I just don't know where to add it. Where do you put that in?
I don't know. I haven't played. I was never been in the player side. I was a couple times, but it was on the app on my phone. Okay. So coming up to top of descent. I'm gonna start the descent and then join you guys, and in the meantime hopefully you can figure out. So we go VS mode and we are gonna start seeing the ball suggesting us to descend at almost 2100 feet per minute. We will cut the throttles back so that we don't overspeed, but maintain the speed we have, and that will be our descent profile. So all looks good for now. And Aryan says, I'm from India. We have another friend who was also from India watching the streams and joining us. His name was Koshik. But the blue ball is this guy that I'm talking about. That's the rate of descent, and this star is showing us that we are a little bit above the profile. So I need to increase my descent rate one more, and then that should get us on profile. Okay, I hope the Kahoot window is not blocking a lot.
I still don't know where to put this in. I'm trying to find.
And the link is not working when you click.
When I do it, it just comes up. This Kahoot is private.
I changed it to public. Let me just try the link again. Maybe.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna check. Yeah, it's public. It's right here.
Code in. Okay. Let's see if I can.
The links don't work. I don't know why. It's public, but it's me in my room sitting in a chair and I'm smiling with a black top plate, skirt, black belt, and red shoes and petticoats. Jules, I think I remember something like this from last stream. I don't know if it was you, but that was the same thing that you asked people and explained the same thing. I think that's the same.
Let's see.
I'm not sure if it was the same person or same YouTube account, but yeah, I remember this very same thing.
Ah, okay, I got it.
You got it? Why? Okay, there you are. Everybody ready? I need to keep an eye on the descent while you guys are playing the game. And this is a mixture of the questions from the last time we did it about Puerto Rico. By going to the site, the code is working. Okay. So let's hit the start button and start the game. Oh, what's happening? Hold on. You guys are not seeing it because of a problem. Why did it move into a different one? Hold on. Let's just move back. Exit the game. I don't know why it didn't take it. That's interesting. Okay, save. Done. Sorry guys, I need to send another link, I guess.
Oh.
I apologize, but it didn't show on the screen. Get ready to join. So hopefully this time the link will work, okay? Because looks like I had to save the settings, so click the link, it should take you there and it should work, and hopefully when I hit start it's not gonna move to a different screen. If it does, I have to fix it. And I'm also watching you, keeping an eye on the airplane to make sure it's doing the right thing. So Aryan is here, and I apologize guys, it's this time. Hopefully it will work. Alright, Falcon is here. He had to select a different name. Modo, are you able to use the link?
I think it worked.
Okay, we are waiting you to join. And who am I missing this time? Jules, we are missing you if you wanna join again. Sorry about that. I wasn't here last stream. Okay. I remember someone literally asking the same questions, Jules, and giving the same explanation. I have to go and look at the chat log, but there was a person told us the same things, pretty much, flying in that mobile simulator. Modo, no luck or what?
I got it.
And
I'm beeped. I'm getting beeped at for overspeed.
Of course.
Shut up, plane. I know what I'm doing. Crashing. Reached Mike Tango Alpha.
You can click the link, Jules, but the code, I will type it in the stream. 567 5534. It should be on the screen as well. Okay, Jules is here. We are waiting on you, Modo, when you sort your aircraft out.
I'm ready.
Ready?
Yep.
And hopefully the screen will not move to a different window when I start this. That's what happened last time, and it's trying to capture just this window, this screen here, the browser window, and it popped a new one, which this didn't capture. Alright, we are below profile a little bit. Let's go one notch up and start descending a little bit faster. And when Modo joins, we will start the game.
Should be joined.
Yeah, I'm not seeing you, that's why I'm waiting. I'm seeing everybody else, but it's not showing you here yet.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
What is the pin number?
567 5534.
I joined something else, I guess.
Oh, really?
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
567.
5534.
There.
Oh, there you are. Okay, let's try this one more time. All right, looks like it is working this time. There you go. Now we are talking.
I just looked at Falcon's name. Love your Falcon.
Okay, which of these was Puerto Rico's original name? Okay, that's the question. There is one answer, two answers,
Throwing it out there.
three answers,
FIV pitch.
and there we go. And the correct was Boricuen. So let's see who answered this. So Aryan and Jules. Wow, our new people who are watching the stream joining to us answered correctly. So let's go to the next question. Again, this is a multiple selection. The official language of Puerto Rico is... Put in your guess. This is an old question. You should remember, Mr. Modo.
Nope.
You didn't?
No.
Oh.
I chose the wrong.
Jules is leading now. Aryan is second. Falcon is third. Let's go to the next one. Only two countries in South America do not enjoy a coastline. Which are they? Brazil and Venezuela, Paraguay and Bolivia, Argentina and Bolivia, and Ecuador and Brazil. Which two?
I knew that one.
Let's see.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. Jules has the highest answer streak of 3. Interesting. And I'm just watching my plane at the same time, guys. Alright. Which country is South America's biggest rubber producer?
Oh. Yes. Stop
Oh,
beeping
I
plane.
need to cut the throttles a little bit, slow down, get back on profile. Alright. Brazil was the correct answer. And Falcon is on a hot streak now. Aryan second, Jules third, Modo the 45th. Sao Paulo is the biggest city in South America. True or false? You gotta start thinking about slowing down, because we are coming down to 10,000. And it was true.
Hey.
There we go. Next question. Which country was once called New Granada? I'm literally idling the throttles to get down to 250 knots because we are reaching 10,000. We have 3 answers so far, 1 more answer, and then there you go. Colombia was called La Granada once. So Jules is the leading person now. Which is the only country in South America with an Atlantic and a Pacific coast? So which country has a coast to both oceans? Sorry guys, I'm watching my aircraft. I'm below profile now.
Yeah.
Let's see. It was Colombia. And Modo, you are catching up. We'll see.
Making a comeback, baby.
Yep, you have 7 more questions. Which country is the biggest livestock raiser in South America? It's an interesting question. Has nothing to do with flight simulation, but we all like to eat steak, right? So I'm gradually decreasing the descent rate. Okay, Argentina is the... Oh, Modo, second now. You are making a comeback. This is a true or false question. Brazil is not the only country, the only Portuguese-speaking country in South America, sorry. Alright, we are down to 250, so let's add some throttle, around 50%, and keep the speed there. We don't need...
My plane was angry.
Your plane was angry?
Yeah.
Yep, the answer was false. Jules is the only one.
I'm blaming the plane.
Okay, you blame the plane.
Yeah,
okay, coming up to 10,000, guys. I need to turn on my landing lights here and the passenger lights. There we go. Next question. Which port does Bolivia use in Chile? Again, interesting question. Don't quote me on this. I just tried to find some questions that will make sense. I need to put some speed brakes on. Arika, someone answered correctly? That is surprising. I know. Who? That's Jules. Okay, true or false. Brit Air was the first carrier to put the CRJ700 in service.
Didn't we have this question before? Something
yes,
like
we
this?
did. There are some repeated questions. You are correct.
I remember.
Yep, this was correct, I believe.
I did it. I got it.
In what year CRJ700's first flight flown? Oh boy, we are coming to our 5,000 restriction. I need to keep the speed up a little bit.
Damn it.
Alright, 1999 was the correct answer. No one looks like did answer this correctly. Okay, last 3 questions, guys. Who is the manufacturer of the CRJ jets? Still below profile. I need to shallow the descent rate a little bit, add more power to keep the speed up.
Trying to kill me right now.
I'm trying to not to be in the same boat by trying to manage mine while trying to control the game as well.
Mine is sending me towards a mountain.
That is interesting though.
It is interesting.
Alright,
Because
next question.
There's a hill in front of me.
Falcon was the only person who answered this one. And hold on guys,
die.
I need to fix this aircraft and try not to die myself too. So let's increase the descent rate, get back on profile, and then we'll go to the next question. Luckily we have 2 more questions left. In 2006 the CRJ700 was featured one of the demo aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator X video game. True or false? Alright, speed looks good, 230 is fine. We can add a little bit more power to get there. Alright.
Yeah, got it.
Look at it. And then last question. What does CRJ stand for?
I remember this one.
Let me just set my altitude to 3100 now.
Aha, I got it.
And let's see who is our winner. Let's see the podium. So Moto is the second, and Jules is the winner. So that means Jules is going to let us know what is going to be our next destination, and Moto is going to pick the aircraft to fly to that destination. So we are in South America, Jules, and we are looking around an hour 30 minutes, close to 2 hours flight time. Congrats to everybody. And we will keep descending, looks like, and hopefully we will capture the altitude this time. And we are very close to our arrival, so I need to focus on landing this aircraft, guys. So we are right at the gates of the destination, and let me just switch the views so that you guys see it with me before I forget it. There we go. That's the Kahoot game played, and we are now on almost on Phylum. That's our 25-mile ring, and we should see another one that is 10-mile ring. Oh, that's actually our 10-mile ring. So we are in the last 10 miles of our flight, and we will slow down and then activate the approach mode of the FCP panel, flight control panel, and we'll slow down because we need to start thinking about our flaps and everything else. So we'll slow down to 210 first and then go level 1 flaps, and hopefully we will capture the glide path. We are a little bit high, and I don't think we are going to capture anything at all. We might have to switch to a visual landing at this point. That is what I'm thinking this aircraft is not doing, because there is no localizer, to be honest. We'll idle the throttles.
One more chance to do VNav.
Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take control and unfortunately push the nose down, because that's the airport, and I think I need to turn around and come back to this after we are at a reasonable altitude to descend safely into that runway. So I'll just do a turn, like a hold turn, keeping the bank, and we'll keep introducing flaps and controlling the power. So we'll keep the power around 50% M1. That should hold our speed while we are turning, and we will worry about the rest of the flaps when we are back on the flight path. So I might go silent a little bit. I'll just unpause my track AR to be able to see around. Beautiful river view down there. I like it.
I know what I forgot. I forgot to put my altitude down.
I mean, is that same for the RNAV? I'm not sure. I was like, yeah, I don't know. It shouldn't care about that, to be honest.
Because as soon as I put it down, it followed the VNav.
Oh my. Okay, I have to test it myself offline before our next flight with CRJ. But we are turning nicely, so I'll try to go back to this kernel waypoint, and maybe I can just use my autopilot to navigate there, or no, Gmail. That's the waypoint I'm aiming for. Oh, 2100 is the altitude that I had to be at, and look at those mountains. I'm not doing a good job. I need to clear those mountains and trim the aircraft up, increase some, and maybe retract some of the flaps to gain some altitude. Let's try to do this. I'm gonna try to do this with the autopilot, okay? So I'll just go 2100. Okay. Engage the autopilot.
Very high up. Okay.
It's not engaging for a reason, because of the speed or something. Okay. Which means I need to fly manually. and start climbing to 2100 myself. And maybe, oh, that's why. Okay, vertical speed up, and it should capture it. Alright, we captured the altitude. Let's go sync our heading, go to heading mode. And what we can do at this point is go to direct intercourse and go to start from Dexur. And we'll put this RNAV to a test, execute, and then activate nav, and obviously I'm overspeeding. Let's retract the flaps. There we go. So the ground proximity warning system started to yell at me. As you heard, because 2100 is a little bit close to those mountains we have ahead of us. And I believe I set it to this, so look at that. We will be like probably barely clearing. Minecraft boys, mind if I fly with you? I don't mind if you fly with me, if you can find a way for us to fly together. We have friends flying right now with us, so yeah, sure. Maybe join the next stream, which is going to happen on next Sunday.
Okay. No steering or what? There we go.
Did you land it?
Aircraft will not steer.
So hopefully this time the approach will work. And I'm gonna check the chart very quickly to make sure I'm doing the right thing to capture the glide path. I'm not sure why we didn't do it the first time. Yeah, I know we have terrain right below us, I understand that. Yep, 2100, that's why I didn't catch the glide path into the runway. So we should now capture the glide path and get into the runway.
I'm gonna have to do some more research on
so
how
let's
the VNAV
activate the
works.
approach. And the aircraft should start turning towards the airport. Yep, clear that up. I know I'm low. And I know that from a fact. Don't worry about it. But where is my aircraft going is the other problem. Yeah, it decided not to go to Dexup.
Interesting. Mine followed the things, but it did not follow the VNAV. It started to for a minute, but I think it couldn't catch up. But I think what I had to do was put the altitude down.
I'm gonna try this one more time and see if it will work. Dex or execute, and it's not taking anything. Very nice. Okay, now it is taking this. Are we on nav? Let's go to nav, and we should see the aircraft turning around if we are on nav, which we are not. Okay, I have to do this a little bit different. Arrival, I'll just load the arrival again. RNA 33 Zulu. Execute. Legs page. Oh, it's thinking we are doing a missed approach, okay? So that's what this thing is trying to do. And we are very low on speed, so visual landing, guys. There is no way we are going to fix this on the fly. I'm gonna start canceling the autopilot and turning towards the airport, okay? Unpause the track AR and increase our speed. Hopefully we will pick up the speed again. There we go. And I will turn around and find the airport. We are doing a visual landing. RNAV didn't work again in the CRJ for some reason. So I'm just trying to turn around. Let's increase the range so that we better see where we are. Yeah, nothing is displayed. It's clear. So okay. So the other way of doing this, because I see Moto right there in front of me, so I'll just follow, try to get to him, and we need to climb a little bit more. Alright, that works. Flaps are full in, gear is up, and I'm pitching like crazy, which I shouldn't. And let's fix the trim. Bring our nose down to pick up some speed. Hopefully not more than 250. Okay, that's good. That's good. We will level off and cut back on the throttles. We'll fly around 220, 210 minimum flap speed. I'm just trying to put the throttles down and manage the pitch by my trim wheel. It's still pitching. Okay. So now we
Switch
can
to your stream. Watch.
we can focus on the stuff. Direct intercourse, Sierra Bravo Victor, Sierra Victor Bravo Charlie.
Jules says Sierra Victor Bravo Charlie to Sierra Kilo Bravo Oscar. I'll look it up.
Alright, I'm not picking, it's not found now. So something happened. The aircraft who found that airport now cannot find it. So let's cut the throttles. And we have to visually find this airport. Stay around 2000. We need to start descending again. Cut the throttles back. And our passengers are probably not happy. And my throttle quadrant is way back. That's why I'm trying to reach out. That's why you are seeing my weird moves now. I'll probably go flaps 1 at this point and keep slowing down because I'm almost at idle throttle. Descending or trying to descend down to 2100, and we might go towards the seaside and come from the sea to approach the airport, but I think we should be able to do a visual landing this time if I keep this current heading towards these hills and clear up the mountains. Yep, I know.
I am just on the side of the runway here.
Alright, this is a good angle to come down, and I need to now pitch up and level off, go add some throttle, and we don't want to climb, so can get my attitude indicator. I'm still descending, so let's keep the nose up, and that should do. Oh, do not climb, alright, that is better, and I see the airport in the distance right there, so we are going to start introducing more flaps and pitching the nose and trimming up so that we don't descend too early.
It's a pretty rough approach.
It is a rough approach. There are hills, and that's why I don't want to descend too much too early, because I will probably end up hitting my landing gears or some part of the aircraft to those hills. Yeah. I see it in the distance, and I'm trying to slow down, add flaps, and pitch up or trim constantly as I add flaps. Oh, that is the airport. A little bit overshot the turn. I need to correct my course again. And yeah, aside from the problem we had with the RNAV, everything looks like fine. I feel like I need to clear that hill before further descending. And we'll go like this. Probably that was a good idea to, stay around 2100 as displayed on the chart. I haven't checked the MSA. I don't know the minimum sector altitude, but I'm guessing it is low because of these hills around us. But now I think we are good. We can just slowly start turning into the airport. Add more flaps, drop the gear down, and we are coming. So I still need to slow down a little bit for the last notch of flaps, and correct myself, trim the aircraft. And the flight director right now is guiding us for a go around. Okay, so that's what it's trying to do. That's why you'll see the flight director commanding a 10-degree pitch, but we are still too high. Need to slow down more. All right, we'll see if we can do this. I see the puppies are not happy with me, and you shouldn't be like diving like this in an airliner anyway, so I'll just put some speed brakes up right now. I'm gonna check the reversers are armed. Alright, speed brakes in. Still too high. Yeah, you're going to start yelling at me. I'm gonna start pulling up right now.
Great.
And we should touch down. It's going to be a floated landing anyway.
I floated too.
Alright.
I came in hot. Ooh, carrier
Immediately
landing right
apply the
there.
reversers. We should be able to stop. This is a long runway.
That's how they land an F-18 on a carrier right there.
Yeah?
Just slam it into the deck.
Yep, that's probably what I did too. Alright, 60 knots, reversers are disengaged, and we will vacate the runway from the first exit we can find, which probably is this guy here. I don't see any markings, so this doesn't look like an exit. There should be a taxiway out of the runway, shouldn't there? Maybe at the end?
There is none at the end.
There is
You have
none?
to come back to
Oh, really?
where I am.
Okay, I will turn around at some point.
This airport looks pretty bleak.
So where we are going? I was like disconnected from the chat a little bit, focusing on landing this thing, and that was not a good landing. Probably in real life you will be instructed to go around again when you are that high approaching the runway. But that hill just messed me up a little bit. So slow down, ease the turn. Let's turn around and go back. We can retract the flaps now and turn.
I exited too early, I guess.
And the aircraft is probably going to want to stop because of that high angle of the nose wheel steering, but we managed to make the turn. We can just get back, and in the meantime I can just clean the aircraft up.
It's a
Transponder.
disappointing airfield.
Is it really?
There's nothing here, basically.
Probably, because I just pulled this destination out of thin air last stream, so
There's like no real terminal building.
yeah, at least it has enough runway to take off with pretty much anything except the heavy airliners.
Yeah.
So we will park somewhere, not super worried about the, the terminal building or anything else like that. So let me pause the track AR before you guys get motion sick. So at least no one will try to land here while I'm on the runway. So
I'm gonna make you fly the 747.
out of here? I'm
No,
pretty
I
sure I
wouldn't do
can
that.
take off. I have to
I
go
wouldn't-
one more
I
level of
wouldn't
flaps.
Do that to you.
I mean, we can pick 787. It works better than 747 with the heavy division mod. And I'm pretty sure we can take off with, if we go flaps, one more level of flaps or one more notch of flaps, we should be able to take off. This is a long runway, I'm telling you. It's not short.
We will see.
Yeah, and interesting. I'm gonna fly this approach again offline to see why our nav didn't work. I'll probably start somewhere in the middle, or maybe just use the sim rate to get to here a little bit faster.
I think I figured out my my issue with the VNav, and I'm gonna do another flight tonight.
I'm gonna tell you, our nav is not working great in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like A320 still doesn't have it. Okay,
Yeah.
so
You're in a some sort of big airliner for me.
let's slow down, ease the turn, add more power, because she tends to stop on turns. But there we are, coming up to the terminal. Okay, exiting the runway. We'll go landing lights off, keep the taxi lights on, strobe comes off as well, and we'll fire up the APU. We are going to need it. Oh, there is a Bell 47 right there in front of me. So where you recommend me to park, Nodo? There are not enough parking spaces, I guess.
I don't know, I just stopped here.
I'll probably follow this taxi line and go and try to find some spot next to you. Although I shouldn't be passing this close to the surrounding aircraft.
On my screen, you're some sort of old-looking airliner.
Am I?
Like a huge
I'll
one.
probably go right there, park next to that building. Although there are no lines on the ground, I'm assuming this is going to be a parking spot. Fatih, thanks for being here, man. We need to fly together in DCS at some point. Just let me know. Maybe a weekend, because of the time difference we won't be able to fly during the weekdays. And same to you, Modo, if you jump into DCS, maybe we can just do a joint operation with you. Some ground bombing with what you have in DCS.
Yeah, I
You
really
don't-
gotta get... I have the A10.
You do?
I gotta learn it. I just gotta learn.
Okay.
Get
So,
all my controls mapped and all that stuff. It's a lot, so...
oh yeah,
just
oh
gotta
yeah.
Find the time.
Alright, parking brake is off. We'll turn off the passenger signs, seatbelt signs, and no smoking. And then anti-ice, fuel pumps, beacon, nose wheel steering. We will look that up. Nose wheel steering is disarmed. Reversers are disarmed. We'll go to the overhead. We'll turn the window heat off. And we'll keep the packs on. APU is running, so we are perfectly fine to shut down our engines. Let's just go and start with right engine first. Right engine is now shutting down. Left engine as well. We'll turn off the fuel pumps. Alright, we'll turn off the hydraulics. We'll leave the hydraulic tree at auto. Beacon can come off now. Taxi lights, I should have turned them off earlier, sorry. And let's see here. Yep, that is done. What we need to do here is step trim, Mac trim, and yaw damper needs to go off. And we can go to the tablet and put the chocks, call the ground. There you go. I just cut the announcement there, but we are here. Alright guys, that was a fun flight. Not so much fun landing, I would say. But it is what it is, I guess. You have to learn how to live with it. And as I always say to you guys, I don't claim to be the best flight simmer out here. I'm just trying here to enjoy the ride with you guys, you know, and enjoy the show. So that's what matters to me. I can do terrible landings. I even crashed on the screen, so that's fine. You know, I'm not trying to make this thing look perfect and you know, make you guys think, oh, how nice he is flying. I'm not that person, okay?
I very rarely have a flight go 100% right.
Yeah, I mean, if it was X-Plane, probably I would be a little bit better, to be honest, because of the flight model and what tends to work in X-Plane than what doesn't in Microsoft Flight Simulator. if that makes sense. So, but still, I enjoy Microsoft Flight Simulator. I enjoy its visuals, I enjoy its scenery, so it's all good.
So
We will
next
leave it as,
destination.
and we'll see. Those aircraft that we are waiting on, when they arrive, they might be functioning a lot better. Because CRJ never, I believe, claimed to be a high fidelity airliner. Okay, it was somewhat, mid-level complexity. It has some systems simulated. It has some systems that are not simulated. But that PMDG 737, I have high hopes for that aircraft. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the 737, and for the next flight, I was looking at it.
Yeah, so what we are flying. So where is our destination? I have missed a lot. So we are going to Sierra Kilo Bravo Oscar. Is that Simon Bolivar? Is it what? Okay, let me just plug that into SimBrief and see how much flight time it's giving to us with an aircraft, not necessarily the aircraft that you are picking, but just wanted to see the distance.
Try the what did you have, the 787, you said?
787. If it's an enough distance for the 787 to climb to a cruise level that makes sense. Yeah, and we are burning virtual fuel, so the company will be happy. Don't worry about it. Let me check the 787 then. Where is it? There it is. Let's see the airtime.
Actually, might be a shorter flight with that.
I don't know the distance, but we'll see. It usually the airtime is 1 hour 52 minutes with the 787, perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So we are going a little bit inland to Colombia, okay?
Yes.
To Bogota, to be exact. So that's fine. We can do this flight with a 787 or an aircraft or your choice. So airliners are fine, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I was thinking that or the A320.
Up to you.
It's at 8,000 feet altitude.
What?
It's really high. A friend of mine, he goes down there, visits his in-laws. It's pretty thin air.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Okay.
It's amazing because actually you can get frost at night. It goes down to like 2 or 3 degrees at night because of the altitude, even though it's on the equator.
So is it? So that's a high altitude city or airport?
Very high altitude. Yeah.
Oh, okay. 8,000, almost
Yeah,
close to Lukla, like similar, right? Lukla is what, 9,400, I believe.
Wow.
It was close in the Himalayas. I believe 9,400 or maybe even more. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I remember about Lukla.
Average temperature, Bogota just sits there low 20s, 19 to 21 every day throughout the year. Goes down to maybe 3 to 5 at night.
Okay.
Even though it's on the equator.
Yeah, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Well, then
So-
Bogota it is. Whichever aircraft you want us to fly, Modo.
Which one would you prefer? The do you like the 7?
I like them both.
787?
I like them both.
Okay.
I mean,
I
A320
like-
is fine. 787 is fine.
You should do the 787 because I think
Okay.
I haven't seen that one as much.
Okay. Yeah, we can do the 787. So next week, guys, we are going to fly the Boeing 787-10, and we will be flying to Bogota. All right. For today, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining the Discord, Mark. We should talk a little bit more often. Have some sort of discussion chat going on while we are in the chat. I know sometimes you like to keep silent, and I respect that, but I'd like to learn and talk to you a little bit more because I know Modo probably more than I know you. So
Probably because I'm reaching my cognitive load sometimes with my plane.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of experience with the plane I was flying, but
Oops. What happened? Looks like Discord crashed. Sorry guys, I'm coming back. Discord crashed.
nice.
Sorry, I forgot what you were saying, Moto. I didn't hear it.
I said I was doing pretty good till my top of descent
Yeah.
failed me, and then I was trying to play that game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun stream, guys. Thanks for, again, joining today. And, oh, Moto, thanks for the 5 Canadian. I didn't even see that. Thank you very much, man.
You're welcome.
You are very generous. Thanks a lot. We will talk or see you guys next week in another stream. And I will be publishing a little bit.
I can't send you money when I do that on YouTube. It just says unable to send. Like, do you have to set someone to accept money in order for someone to send it?
I don't know. I mean, what I know about YouTube is I need to enable Super Chat, and it's done through Super Chat.
Oh.
So I don't know how it actually works on your end. I remember because I donated some money to the streamers that I'm watching, you know, but
I just hit the little $sign below say something, and then click super chat, and
Yeah.
I try all those things, nothing. And I
Yeah.
can buy movies on YouTube, so it's not like they're not set up right on.
yeah, you are probably set up, but there is something off, I guess. But no worries, Mark. It's okay. Thanks for again thinking about it. Appreciate the help.
Anyway, I'm hemorrhaging money over the new home purchase, so it's just like every time we meet with the builder, it's 1,000 here, 1,000 there. So.
Yeah, I mean, I am trying to stay away from that because my wife started working last month again after, I believe, 10 years of having our first kid. So right after receiving her first paycheck, she started to say, maybe we should look for a house with a basement. So like, come on now, after 10 years, like a month into a job, and then you are thinking about like increasing our debt by like.
Why we closed in December, the house has been going up at the rate of 50,000 a month to buy the same house.
Oh yeah, I mean the prices are crazy even here,
50,000
Mark.
a month.
So you're in Texas, right? I'm not mistaken. You are in Texas, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So in here in Indiana, like every week the builder has like 30 lots left to sell, and every week he is increasing by 10,000. You know, the model prices. So you pick a model and they build it for you on the lot. It goes up by 10,000 almost every week. The housing prices are crazy right now. Crazy.
I was looking at a little modular home. They build them and they put them on the lot for you.
Yeah, I mean, let me just end this stream and we can keep talking on Discord. But